not your girl anymore. I'm not that tween that you drove here for. I'm not your girl anymore. I overtook her body with an infectious spore. You left me out of your sight for 1 second, and look what happens. Nightmare time. It's worse than you could imagine. Not men and not drugs, just alien invading minds. No more family vacays together, 'cause you're only daughters under the weather. And if you actually paid attention to me, you see I'm not your scene, I'm not your angsty teen. No matter what you believe, the apple's falling far from the tree. It's not my fault anymore. No more curfews to be late for. It's not my fault anymore. No more being worried and waiting by the door. Did you know that I wanted to live with you? When you needed to fight, you gave her that too. Did you know Mom let them sleep over? Right about Deb, she's a hardcore stoner. And if you wondered what led your daughter astray, well, Daddy wasn't here to say, not your seed, I'm not your perfect teen. 17, yes I was before you left me. Why does it hurt to love you? Why am I in pain? Why does it hurt to know you? You'll let me down again. If I turn my insides out, would you even know that I was there? Why does it hurt to love you? Why does it hurt to love? I'm not your scene, not your girl, not your girl. Now maybe you'll listen to me. I'm sure you let me bleed, let me bleed. Now your daughter's not a girl more. Not at all your scene, 'cause I'm not your girl anymore. Hooray!
So, first off, hi everyone. Do you want to introduce yourselves?
Hi, I am Max Babin, and I am the director of The Guy Who Didn't Like Musicals.
I'm Eric Rohde, and I am an ensemble member for The Guy Who Doesn't Like Musicals.
I'm Ryan Bailey, and I play Paul Matthews in The Guy Who Doesn't Like Musicals.
My name's Morgan Campbell. I play Alice, Zoe, and Ensemble in The Guy Who Doesn't Like Musicals.
I'm Sophie Rollins. I play Charlotte Sweetley in The Guy Who Didn't Like Musicals.
Cool. Well, we're happy to have you here at KLSU. First off, congratulations on the state debut of The Guy Who Didn't Like Musicals. You're the first, production company to perform it here, so that's a big accomplishment. So congratulations. What is that like to be able to be the first people to bring it to the state?
We found that out earlier today, about an hour ago, and I personally was really surprised to hear that because I've been a longtime fan of Star Kid, and in my head it's got this cult following, and it's so accessible to put on that I was surprised that no one had done it yet. But because we're the first, that obviously means everyone in the state should come and see it because it's a landmark.
All 4 million people.
Exactly.
Moving on, for those who don't know anything about Team Star Kid, could you maybe describe what that company is and what they do?
So StarKid was a small drama company from University of Michigan. They came out with originally a parody of Harry Potter as a musical. It actually turned into a trilogy. Who's the guy from Glee? Darren Criss was one of the originators of it. And so they really went on just like a strict parody of already made material for a good few years, but this is the first show that is actually like fully just written by them, their own story, their own world, which is really awesome.
Oh, wow. Yeah, and Darren Criss, he's on Broadway now with Maybe Happy Ending.
Yep.
So, how would you say that a StarKid musical differs from something like a typical Broadway show whenever you're putting it on?
So a StarKid musical is like primarily a parody, like in showing love and support to original Broadway shows and media in general. So for this one in specific, yes, it's not a direct parody with like the exact source material, but it is showing our love of horror, and like there's references in the show to The Shining and music from a bunch of different eras. So it's really just loving what theater is in general put on stage.
Yeah, perfectly said. And this show contains many references to classical theater shows and movies and etc. What are some of your favorite musicals that you, in a dream world, if everything went perfectly, would want to bring to LSU?
Ooh. Yeah. Someone else want to answer?
I'm going to say what Devin had mentioned earlier, Natasha and Pierre, The Great Comet of 1812. I'd love to see that.
Great.
Well, I was going to say that because I knew Eric was going to say Hadestown. So now I'm going to say Mamma Mia, because that is my all-time favorite musical.
I think I've thought of one now. Urinetown's a musical, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Urinetown's a really funny one. I'm not
Do
gonna get
you
into
think
it.
LSU would let you put on a musical called Urinetown?
But we'll see. That's the thing is it really is. It's kind of a more that it's got a funny premise to it, but it really has like a kind of political subtext to it that's very interesting about people having to pay for something that's just something that everyone would normally do. It's a very interesting musical, but yeah. You just have to. I don't know. I've never tried. How do you get a musical on here? Anyway?
We'll talk about it later.
Lastly, I just wanted to ask how, when, where, how, all of that, can people see your show?
Our performances will be January 31st through February 2nd. Friday and Saturday will be at 7 p.m. Sunday will be a matinee at 2 with a talk back right after. And then to get your tickets, you can go to @LSU on Instagram. All LSU students will get in free, but we need you guys to reserve your tickets on our ticket website and make sure to bring your student ID so that way we can confirm you're a student and let you come see the show for no money.
Excellent. Well, thank you guys for stopping by the studio. From 91.1 KLSU Baton Rouge, I'm Cade Williams. Thanks for watching.